child. And with me in the studio, I have a guest who would also be sharing her experience with us, apart from, talking about how we can help our children and how we can prevent them from being abused sexually. I have with me in the studio Fatima Ishiaku. She is founder House of Fatima, and she has served as a sexual abuse survivor. Okay. Good morning, Fatima. Good to have you in the studio.
Good morning, Fumi. Thank you for having me.
You look very beautiful.
Oh, Fumi, you look gorgeous.
You're a very beautiful woman, I must
you
say.
Look gorgeous too.
Okay, thank you. All right, good to have you in the studio.
Thank you for
I was able to read through your website. I saw quite a whole lot of things I could relate with, a whole lot of issues that we need to talk about. We need to start talking about the issue of child sexual abuse. And one thing that really struck me was your own story, which you shared. And for the benefit of our listeners, in the course of the discourse this morning, you also be sharing part of that story with us on the program. So, but let's start this way. When we say sexual abuse among children, how common do you think it is?
It is very common in our society today. Most parents don't want to talk about it. You see story of a girl child that's been abused every day on the internet. So most parents just say, okay, there's no point we talking about it. Just keep silent.
And what do you think? Because if we say, okay, we just want to keep silent, we're not talking about it, there has to be a reason why we're shying away from talking about this very important issue. What do you think are the major reasons why some parents don't want to talk about it?
Yeah, from my own experience, my mom don't want to leave her husband's house. She doesn't want the society to mock her. Because she feels it's a taboo. Because her parents never wanted her to marry my stepdad.
Okay.
So I cannot leave my husband's house. You're going to get married someday and move to your own husband's house. Why should I leave? So why not just keep quiet? I'll take care of everything. Just keep quiet. Don't say anything. Even when some of the family knew about it, they tell her, do something about it. She said, no. People will mock me. People will laugh at me. I have to lose my husband. I have to leave my husband home.
Okay, so it was more of her protecting her own interest,
yes,
rather than looking out for you and ensuring you were safe from an abuser.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go back to where the issue of abuse started from. Where were you born, and into what family, and how did this abuse start?
Okay, I was born in Kaduna State. My mom is Igbo. My dad is Hausa.
Okay.
But I grew up with a man that I thought was my dad. I never knew who my dad was. So he started defiling me from the age of 5.
Age of 5?
Yes, till I was 14. So I never knew. I used to be this very calm child that just loved sport and just play, but later I became something else.
Wow.
So the abuse started from the age of 5. But from the age of 5, I don't talk about it more because he couldn't penetrate inside me. But he just used his finger on me and stuff like that. But at the age of 7, the abuse became so bad. So my mother did not get to know till I was 14.
Wow.
Yes, so even when I tried to tell her that look at what is going on, she would just push me. She thought I became very violent. She thought I've changed. Maybe I just want to be a useless girl, but that is what he wanted her to believe.
Okay, so let's look at how this abuse started, when he started using his fingers and all that. Did he come to your room at night, or at what point did it start? I know it's going to be quite emotional for you as we go on along in this journey, but just for to protect maybe just one child out there, let people know that we need to really talk about this.
No, it's fine. I have to bring out my story to the world for me to be able to help another girl child. I don't need to hide anything. I just need to pour out my heart. I know I was like 5 when he started, but he couldn't. But I remember he told me that you're going to be 5 very soon. I wasn't up to 5, so that's why I remember I was 5.
Okay.
So, but he couldn't penetrate inside me. But at the age of 7, he told me that you're 7 now. I was playing outside with my younger sister. Then he told them to come and call me. My sister called me. Then he told me to put my undies and lie on the floor. I refused. Then he forced me to remove my undies and penetrate inside me. And he told me, if you tell your mother, he brought a little knife. You tell your mother, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill your mother. So my mom wasn't around. She went to Mushi Market. All this happened in the army barracks. So it's just a room.
Which of the army barracks?
Cantonment. Military cantonment.
Where?
Maryland.
Okay.
Yes. So it was just a room. We were just living in one room. So my mom used to do a small trade. She go to Mushi Market to buy something. So when she came back, I was already outside. When he finished with me, he told me, dress up, go out and play. But I was in so much pain. I couldn't play. I just sat down somewhere. Normally when my mom come back from the market, she always called Fati. So I knew that she wanted me to come and help her with her goods that she bought. But I was sitting there. And she came, didn't you hear me calling you? I told her I'm not feeling too well. Then she went inside. She felt my, you know the way the mothers touch her.
Feel temperature.
Yes, and like, oh. She now went into the house and told him like, all you do is to sit down here, drink and smoke. Fati is not feeling well. She now told me, come inside, take medication, go and bath. But when I went to the bathroom, I was seeing bleeding.
Okay.
So I washed my undies because he told me with the little knife that I am going to kill you and kill you.